So where you at right now, man?
I'm at the crib in Atlanta.
Hell yeah. Now I know you got the listening party tonight, right?
Yeah, listening party tonight. I'm excited about that. What I'm saying? See a lot of people play the album an hour before release, probably, and just get the reception and just see what people think of it. I'm
I
excited.
love it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So yo, I died for this, man. I love the title. But let's talk about it real quick. Just like what's it mean to you? Just in like 30 seconds or less. Why'd
Yeah,
you name it that, man? Cuz I know you've been making music and you're interesting to me because you put so much of yourself into the music, like you know
yeah,
what I mean? You're a special artist, so I know that this meant a lot, the
yeah.
title.
Yeah, so coming off Snub Nose, didn't know what I was gonna do. What I'm saying? I didn't know where I wanted to go creatively. But I died. It came to me just like, all right, so like, what does this mean to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does this mean to me? Um, and I threw the exclamation and the question mark behind it. So I'll explain that as well. But to me, it was pretty much just like when I started this journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that I knew what I wanted. I thought I knew how shit would go. I thought this, I thought that. But as you go through it and you sacrifice so much, you know what I'm saying? You take losses. You you pretty much become a different person than you were when you started this shit. So like the old you kind of like died, you know what I'm saying, in order to become this person that you became um once you're at this level in the industry and shit. So the exclamations are more so like hey man, my boy got a brand new Tesla. Like, oh no, nigga, I went hard for this. Nigga, I died for this, bro. Like, and then the other shit is okay. Well, Mike Boy also missed out on, you know, his anniversary dinner because you know what I'm saying, he was working or some shit. So like that's the question marks. So like for me, it's like my children missing out on like key moments in their life is like, like that's the question mark. It's like, damn, like, but I died for this, like I did, and then on top of that, you always got like you got the critics and you just got the naysayers who are gonna, so that shit kind of throws in there where it's just like, damn man, like I ain't like this shit like not even getting like respect or, just like uh just the applause that you feel like it might deserve, and yet and still you're still doing this shit. You're attacking it and going at it, and you're missing out on important things and people who
Yeah.
support and kind of feeling like you're not being supported on the other side of things. So it was all just just like a culmination of those things. You know what I'm saying? That is why I named the album that.
Damn. You know what, man? I love that. Cuz that's so real. It's like when you put so much time into something, like you said, it's like people don't see that part, People don't even think about that part. They're like, "Oh,
That
Grip has a new album." But they don't think about what you've been through to this point?
yeah, now we're literally like just product on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? Product on the shelf.
Like, boy, what up, baby?
My boy T.
Hey,
So yeah,
that's
man,
crazy.
we product on the shelf, man. You know.
Hell yeah. Well, yo, I mean, me and you go back, man, and it's special to me because see, I've seen you over the years just perfect your craft, but also just go hard. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, for
like
sure.
I mean, you've always been dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like this is something new.
Yeah,
But what's cool is that you're getting more recognition and you're getting bigger. You know what I mean? Like, I even see you have the show in September at Aisle Five, right?
yeah. I five. Um, so yeah, I'm excited about that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like actually, it's literally my first headlining show in Atlanta. So I was just kind of like, like one of them things where it's just like, oh, it took all this just to get to this point. But I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. Um, yeah, man. The people who've been on me and shit and been supporting, I appreciate them. They already know what time it is. So yeah, man. I'm excited for it though.
Hell yeah. Well, yo, I was looking at the track listing. I think one of the songs is "I Died for This" anyway, but abbreviated. But I want to know, man, like, which one's your favorite song on the project?
Uh, at the moment it changes, but at the moment it's Con Man.
Why that one?
Because it's heartfelt, and just by me making the song showed a lot of growth in me, as a person, not even as an artist. Uh, Being able to, pinpoint that it's my fault. It was me. You know what I'm saying? Like it was me. I was the problem. I was the bottle. I was the fucking, what is it? The bottleneck. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think that it just showed growth that I didn't know that I had really like attained at that point.
Does that have a feature on it, or that's just you?
Actually, two is on there singing.
Oh shit!
He's singing on the hook. You know what I'm saying? Like so, his when he performs, like when he raps, he goes by IS. So yeah, it's featuring IS. So yeah, man, he's on there singing, man. He's swooning.
Damn, we need to hear that. We need to hear more of that. That's cool. Hell yeah. Well, yo, what's up with Glenwood Freestyle?
Glenwood Freestyle is also one of my favorites. All of them shit's really my favorites. But it's just a more up tempo song. Glenwood Day is like if you're not familiar, Glenwood Day is just like a neighborhood day in Atlanta where cooking out, bringing that old school cars out, blasting music up and down the street, hanging out the whips, and so like um, back when we was in high school and shit, like we would. This is what we would do. We would go, jump in. My cousin had the Monte Carlo, and so we jump in the whip, and be going down there and just showing out. It was. So when I made the song, I kind of wanted to embody that, just like that day, like how I feel to be riding down Glenwood on Glenwood Day, and just, it's like how it sound. So it's just kind of like a soundtrack to that, and for nostalgic purposes, yeah, I really fuck with it, you know. And it's a different sound. Like I don't think people have heard me like that before, even though, of course, I started out kind of making music like that, but I think it's different from what they'll be expecting.
Hell yeah. No, yeah. I mean, even just off the name, man. I was reading the track list. I was like, that's probably my favorite song before I even heard it.
Right.
Yo, man, with you being such a lyricist, dude, like, what's a line from the project that means a lot to you? I know you just said some, like, some of the music's really heartfelt. I'm sure all of it is really, but
Yeah.
what's like a song that, or what's something you wrote that you were like, really impressed with or thought about extra or meant something to you about your family or whatever?
Um, we've been rapping for pennies for half of a century, laughing to master fact that I'm basking in envy. Mastered the craft, now they use my masters against me. They've asked me some cash after taxes, I'm practically empty. Slowly losing my passion, the path of an MC. Got me gasping, passing the henny and grasping the semi. Uh, and it's pretty much just like talking about just like how artists are valued, or just like, and just how it affects them in real life as well. Just like you paranoid because you're this rapper now, and what I'm saying, so you have the outsiders looking at it like, oh shit, but then it's like, but in reality, like, you making pennies for this shit, what I'm saying, like, and if you don't blow and become a success story, and it's like, yo, you're literally, you're sacrificing a lot more, what I'm saying, than what people think. It's not like that, like, especially when you're starting out. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's a grind. Especially
Definitely.
if you're doing it for the art part too, because
Yeah.
some people don't take it. I mean, no knocks on anybody, but some people are really artistic with it. Like some people really try to, like, I don't know, like, make more art. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone
Yeah.
has fun, but when you're really, like, doing your message, sometimes you got to grind extra hard.
Yeah, man. You gotta grind hard, man. You gotta and a lot of the grind is mental. So you have to really put time to the side for, like, your mental to just chill sometimes. Sometimes it's just relaxing. Sometimes it's like you might tell somebody you're busy and you're not doing a damn thing but sitting down on the couch. But that time is, that time that you take, you're using that shit, like, even though you may not know how it affects your mind and shit, but it does. It all works out. And of course, just the grind of having to be out here, you know, doing things like this. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do that interviews. You gotta, get out and let your music be heard. Get on the stages, and it's a lot. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? But it's a job.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man. You know what's crazy is, yeah, someone told me, your mind's always working, whether you're thinking about work or not, but your mind's always working. So, like you said,
Yeah.
even if you just sit down for a little bit, your brain almost figures out the problems that you've been thinking about anyway.
Yep. Yep. And you needed that time to sit down because if
Yeah.
not, I might not have even thought about that. So yeah,
Hell
definitely.
yeah. Well, yo, going back to your first of all, thanks for sharing that line, man. That was cool. A lot of people don't even, have confidence to even do half of what you just did, saying the whole line like that.
Yeah.
But yo, that part about the masters, could you say that again? What was that part?
Master the craft. Now they use my masters against me. And this is not necessarily like my case with, maybe
Right.
Shady and shit, but it's just like as an MC, like that like this is the ongoing narrative in a rap game. You know what I'm saying? Like so you master the craft, now they use your masters against you, advance you some cash after taxes, you're practically empty. So like I kind of I chose those bars just because like I feel like that's just important for for just like people to know, like especially like people who are pursuing this shit and hip hop and shit, and just kind of everything that glitters ain't gold. So just know that.
No, man. I mean that line's hard as hell, bro.
Thank you.
That's hard as hell. What song is that on?
At what cost?
Hell yeah. All
Yeah,
right. Yeah, man. We'll be playlisting a lot of this. So
yeah.
everyone watching or listening, go stream the music, go stream the playlist, go stream the album. But yo, I wanted to ask about Dead Cassettes. What song are they on with you?
Just don't die this. It was JDDTINT. Just don't die this time. Interlude. Which of course again one of my favorite songs. I got too many of these motherfuckers, but it's more of a rock song. It's heavily influenced by rock. I think I made it like in LA. I kind of came up with the idea in LA, and I laid it down. And when I laid it down, I didn't think that I was gonna be able to like execute what I heard in my mind, but then it came out dope. So I was like, oh shit, I kind of did execute. You know what I'm saying? So uh, I've been fucking with Dead Cassettes. Y'all put me on the Dead Cassettes. So yeah. So reached out to them. You know what I'm saying? They came in the studio, lay some shit down, play some instruments. And, like it's a dope song. It's definitely it's not hip hop though. It has trap drums. Certain parts have trap drums in it, but then it's like you have just like a medley of just like what the fuck. So
I love that. Yo, I love that, man. I'm so excited for that song. Like you said, you just said like we kind of put you on to them or whatever. But look, I was looking at the photo, man. You remember this?
yes, I do. Yes, I do. And see,
Oh man, crazy studio session that night.
they was special, man. I was like, oh yeah, they hard. I like they hard as fuck. So yeah, nah. I always kept in touch with them after that, and yeah, man.
That's cool, man. And you know what's crazy? Like I know you feel this way based on who you are and the music you make, but like how you just said the song might not be hip hop or whatever. It's like we all listen to like music and we're all fans of music, and it's like I already know the type of thing you made with them, and like that's just beautiful art, man. It's like that's what people need to hear, really.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I think it's more so about like at this point, genre bending. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like everything don't have to be, like everything just don't have, oh no, this is trap. This is lyrical rap. This is such and such. Like, bro, just make music, bro. Like, it don't fucking matter. Like, it don't fucking matter. Hip hop artists can make whatever the fuck. We're artists at the end of the day. So just create. The job is create what you feel in your mind type shit, or execute what it is you got in your mind type shit.
Yeah, especially if you're an artist like you, man, because like anything you touch is you. You know what I mean? Like your grip and like you're bringing yourself to the equation.
Yeah, definitely. You got to leave your mark, man.
That's what
So,
people want to hear. Well, yo, I was watching Rap Portraits on
yep,
Instagram. They interviewed
yep.
you. So shout out to them. But
Shout
you
out, yeah.
said, yo, you said that you said you were watching The Box when you first saw like Eminem music video.
Back in the day, yeah. You remember The Box?
Yo, I used to watch The Box as a kid all the time.
Yeah, bro. All right, bro. Hey, my auntie got the goddamn cable bill and was like, "What the fuck?" We ran that shit up, man. We was buying the videos and shit over and over again and shit. I'm tripping, but
Yo,
yeah, that was like probably the first time I got introduced. You know what I'm saying, to it's like his music. Back then, you know, been a huge
yeah.
ever since. Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, that makes sense to like the time frame and everything. But yo, man, The Box. When you said that, I was like, dang, man. That's like people who watch that, like they feel special about it. You know, some people don't even know what that is.
Yeah, man. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know it, what the fuck that is.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I feel like a lot of people even like sometimes I try to watch The Box and it was all staticky, but I'd
Yeah.
still watch it because I was like trying to like hear the
Yeah,
music, but like yeah.
yeah, bro. That was the good old days, man. Good old days.
Hell yeah. Well, yo, with being with Eminem, man, I only got a couple more questions for you, but this is probably the most important one. Um, or, you know, one of the most important ones. But yo, being with Eminem, like, has he told you anything that like stood out to you? Like, has he given you any wisdom or like, you know what
Yeah,
I mean? Just
yeah,
being one of the greats to ever do it. Like, did he say anything to you that like people need to hear?
yeah, man. He just said that when he started out in this shit, he was kind of worried about like, what the like if he had the it factor, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it was, and he said that like you just told me like, yo, like don't worry, it'll come to you, just like it'll come to you. It's like the story about him and Royce being drunk as fuck back in the day, and he wakes up and his hair's blonde. Like dyed his fucking hair on some drunk shit. You know what I'm saying? And it became a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, see how iconic he is now. You know what I'm saying, today, and me being like a kid and kind of like, yo, like this shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? And kind of just hearing the backstory from the man himself was like, all right, nah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you say things, hey, it should have just come to you. It'll come to you. So, I think that that was some of the best advice I got. You know what I'm saying? Just don't force shit. Be yourself. You'll be cool. You'll be good.
That's crazy insight, man, because it's like, you know, a lot of people, especially with the artists that came out a little bit ago, you think a lot of that stuff is all planned.
Yeah, no, nah. And see, that's the thing. Shit just happens. You know what I'm saying? Shit just happens. And sometimes it goes like that. It goes like that. So even with this whole rollout, even just like of the album and shit, you know what I'm saying? It's just like certain, at first we're just like, damn, like, yo, what we gonna do? How we gonna do it? And then it's just like all of a sudden we have, people here, people there, people here, people there. And it's just like, okay, damn, press and all of this shit. Like it just happened, bro. You know what I'm saying? And me just being a genuine person in some of these interviews and shit is just like, people are just gravitating towards that. I'm just like, oh man, he seems like a good dude, man. I'm gonna go check the album out. So once that happens, then hopefully you realize that the music is good. But I think that just being yourself always works the best, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, be yourself, man. Too much fake shit going on the internet, you know.
Yeah, that's very real. Well,
Yeah.
yo, I wanted to ask, man, I wanted to ask if you could just share a moment from the past years of your career, like that you're just really proud of, you know, something that you just really feel proud about.
Mm. Um.
And it could be like a song or it could be a show or it could be just a moment in the studio where you were like, you know what? That
Yeah.
meant a lot, you know?
Yeah. I think it was the last release, Snub Nose. And just seeing that it was anticipation, like that. I like the feeling that I felt, like I haven't felt it until like today. So, and this is bigger, on a bigger scale. You know what I'm saying? But what 2019 when Stub Nose dropped, it was like this feeling that was like, oh man, this shit is actually anticipated on some scale, like, and people are actually ready to hear this, and it just had a good feeling around it. And I just remember like, yo, like this feeling right here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love this shit. Like, I almost love this feeling more so than the music being released, you know, because once the music's released, then, you know, it's it's released, and then it's, oh yeah, this shit's hard, and then it's all right. Give me another album. Give me another album. Oh. So I kind of like that shit just being like, you know, that patient mounting up, and yeah, I love that feeling. So I think, yeah, when I was dropping Snub Nose, prior to this, you know, like, of course I feel that shit today, but you know, prior to this, dropping Snub Nose, and just like I said, that just that feeling, man, makes you feel like you put in the work, and it's about to pay off.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man, you're shipping your art, bro. Like, a lot of people don't even get to that part. You know, a
Yeah,
lot of people make stuff and they never even put it out. They're too afraid, man.
yeah, man, closet recorders and shit.
Oh man.
Just don't release shit. But yeah, you know, we here now, baby.
Hell yeah. Well, yo, bro, I gotta say, man, thank you, man. Because you know, when I was in Atlanta and we hung out, you know, I don't gotta go into all the details and stuff, but you looked
Yeah,
out for me, man, and I
bro.
really appreciate it. You know,
I really
you're a real dude, man, and like you really looked out for me, man. So it meant a lot to me,
for sure.
and I know that you do that for other people, and I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man, you need to pull up to the A, man. Pull up in Atlanta, bro. We on link and shit, man. Catch up.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Um, your music is so pure and good and like quality that it's kind of like, you know, when people taste wine and then they got to drink water in between it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
To like cleanse themselves before they listen to something else.
Yeah.
Like I almost like I used to do that with Eminem a little bit, which is crazy. But I'd be like listen to a bunch of music from like new artists, right? And then I listen to Eminem and be like, all right, this is super quality. Now let me go back and like try to hear some more stuff.
Yeah.
It's like people could do that with you too.
I
It's
appreciate
like
it.
you listen, like if you're trying to discover new artists, but then you need a point to like go back to the center or like check and be like, all right,
Right.
let me clear my ears. It's like put on the new grip, get
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
clear your mind. You know what I mean?
And then go back to the other shit. Nah. Hey, that's a compliment. I appreciate that.
Oh, I mean it. I mean it like the biggest compliment, man. Because like you're such quality, man. Like
Thank
I'm toying around with the idea. I'm 100. I'm gonna do it. I'm 100% gonna make the playlist all your music next week.
Hey, my dog, man. I appreciate that shit, bro. For real, man. My dog.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna tell everyone. I'm gonna say, hey, it's too important. You know, like I can't fuck around.
Hey, man. I appreciate that, bro. And I think that with this album, man, I give something for everybody. Everybody. Uh, it got bops on there. It got shit that you can tear up to. It got shit that you can dance to with your girlfriend. It got some shit that you could fucking just be on some rock out shit. You know, it has everything, bro. Full body of work, man. 16 tracks on that motherfucker. 16 songs, 17 tracks. So
Hell yeah. Well,
yeah,
yo, it better. You freaking died for this.
hell yeah, man. I died for this shit, man. You know, so hell yeah, it's time for
Let's
that.
go. Well, yo, that's the interview, man. And then I'm gonna record a